Oh, this is terrible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is this? Um, I don't know what I'm doing. This looks like shit. Okay. Hey. um. It's like okay. It's like um. I don't know why it looks so weird, but that girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend. Why am I reading it like that? And good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself baking today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Duh. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more frequently. Where's my. I'm gonna turn the light on. I oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sat and idle in front of the crosswalk, and let's see where you catch up with me. Why am I reading it like this? I overslept again. But I caught you this time. I don't know why I named myself Sapphire. I don't know. I got no idea. Why is there such a delay? I have such a bad webcam. Oh my god. Ah. Oh my god. I love that no one's watching this. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You're just saying that. You're thinking about ignoring me. Maybe I shouldn't do a voice. That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the street becomes increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in. What the fuck? I'm reading it in the wrong voice. I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clothes if it makes you happy. I want to see what my live looks like, to be honest. Oh, sheesh. My battery is low. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted. I like watching my own stream. Oh my god, my camera is so bad. It is so delayed. Guys, I'm just a silly guy. Okay, I'm just gonna. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me wanna ease her mind a little bit, even though she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori! I read that wrong. It was more like a question. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't... What? My brain stops working. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, though, so I thought, know what? Well, then you can come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Uh, Meanie. Why did I read it like that? Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Wait, don't make promises you can't keep. I can tell Sayori is really... I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an egghead or if she's kind of gonna have this all planned out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay. Yeah, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door? Is that what it said? I don't know. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. Oh my god, Sayori. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Is anyone watching this? Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I'm the only person watching this. I'm liking my own live stream. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Okay. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sapphire. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Wait, Monica. Wait, I know Welcome to the club. I don't know. That's close enough to her voice. I don't know. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name's apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. She just gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and even turns back and forward to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sapphire. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Pee pee poo poo. I don't know why I said that. Beautiful, athletic, um, basically completely out of my league. So having a smile at me genuinely feels a little. Yeah, you too, Monica. Come sit down. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I'm trying to decide who we going for. Hey, I made them. I'll get. What the fuck? I read them. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. A little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? I don't know if I'm doing my best correct. I don't know. The girls have a few desks arranged at the formal table. So, as Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there is quite a space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner. I find it funny that her name is Yuri. Open the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little kitty cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry up and take one! Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks with her mouth full and has already. What? Siri? And has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. Alright, alright. Suspicious. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Uh, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Uh, that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How can you how come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any major club. Were you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I feel like it feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great listener. Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You can put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Well, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. What the fuck? What just happened? Did I become British? We'll do our we'll do our best. I didn't fucking know. Help. You know it. Oh my god. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to survive these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Sapphire, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I wanna quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing your sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She wants her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Oh, hold on, let's go back. Well, stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Huh. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Hold on, I need a glass of water for this. This is really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if her story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Uh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dot over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes and your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts a hand on his shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how that feels, Natsuki. How Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truth from of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reach of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. So your may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls look back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry. I thought. Sapphire. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, what the fuck? I forget what. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it's official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignments. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Sapphire, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Yeah. I can really impress the class. Start Monica with my Can I really impress the club star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Sapphire, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stays after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Just Monica? Will I really be happy at spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I will get the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Okay, who are we gonna pick? I just wanted to make a decision. Which one of these girls? Okay. Natsuki or Yuri? Natsuki or Yuri? I mean, I'd pick Sayori, but... Let me just... Oh my god. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Do I wanna... Okay, let's do... I don't know. Discern. I guess I'm picking Natsuki. That's a rainbow. Oh, okay, that's her. Candy. Yeah. Pink. Yeah. Can't tell, is that? Yeah, that's... Strawberry. Definitely Natsuki. Lost, a turn, broken skull, dead pistol, lipstick. Variant. Dance. That's... Okay. Sadness. Silly. Cage. Destiny. Comfort. Suns. Doki Doki. Bouncy. Boop. Puppy. Sticky. I'm sorry, what? I'm just gonna pick Sticky. Okay. Giggle. Kawaii. Marriage. Kiss. Kitty. Climax. I'm picking Climax because... Okay. Hi again, Sapphire. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Well, I'm reading it in my own voice now. What the fuck? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out already. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sapphire. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Unless you're two. I don't know if you plan to come here just to hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of us. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Sapphire always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you always set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? One person sent you a new message. Oh my god. N. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Sapphire can become really good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she puts herself in. Oh, you even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh, my brain's away. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I would make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She picked up a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's the point of keeping a collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? Wow. You read manga, right? Uh, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know that anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Okay, damn. Damn, Natsuki, you didn't have to do me like that. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one shelf. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book mixing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Half-Baked Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey! I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone in your voice. What? Huh? Oh my god. Yeah, I did not mean. Okay. Oh god. Okay. But I'll tell you one thing, Sapphire. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh my god, books? Literature? I don't even know what I'm saying. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls. Ow! Ow, my ear. From the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves a book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. What the hell? Don't just stand there! Oh, what? Okay, sorry. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Out of the closet? What? Sorry, is he gay? I did not know this. I thought he was after all these girls. Oh my god. No. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Oh, wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Oh, why is that? I guess it would be easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't mean to offend you. Why have you stopped watching? I don't have any viewers now. Sorry. I didn't expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. Open the book. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel it peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading as I am. Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? How? You don't just go and flip through the volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish this series. Hey, are you paying attention? Uh, I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. What the Sigma? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is it going to be plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that doesn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But it just helps you get to know the characters. The characters. I can't speak. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? It sounds like you really want to know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Huh? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. It just happens. I just happened to get into baking around the time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in making. Still, all the hobbies to pick up from manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. I picked up stalking from a manga. You're next. Oh my god, I'm so creepy. Still, I already read that. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring you? What? It's not. Did I read the wrong line? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? You don't? Uh, um, her eyes just moved. That's kind of. Oh. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Hmm. Like I could get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it out without them being all like, uh, uh, you still haven't grown out of those yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know there's kinds of people. Honestly, I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Oh, wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh! I can't just win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like it solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? yeah, yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when uh I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with friends, What am I doing? But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's rare experiences. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you ready for today's poems?
Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Thought you look pretty cozy. You do look pretty cozy over there.
Ah!
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess we'll stop here from now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're giving it back? Do you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said,
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with
huh? Is she really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
you. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Or am I more scared of what happens if I don't finish it? Alright then. I'll stand up. I stand up. I return to where my stuff. I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my whatever. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. That's cute. Garrett reluctantly but complies as well. Reaching into their bags. I didn't save myself. Let's go Natsuki first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if she saw mine first. Huh?
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poem. That's what I had in my mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said... Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or lose that she liked my poem. In that case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Good. Fine. I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But
Rawr. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message less valid.
yeah, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read.
But it hits you hard. Like my... No.
Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it put more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. But with Natsuki, let's go Sayori. Why not? That's a good poem, Sapphire.
Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in this club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See,
See? It's like I said before, Sapphire. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much it means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold it to you then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy out from my eyes. Are you asking me to come and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trusted you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No? Just a little bit.
You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
I think I read the wrong line in the line in the wrong voice.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs on toast.
Even though you were late for school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Is there even gonna be a next time? No, this. It goes on for quite a bit before anything happens. I just realized what time it is. Holy shit.
Well, I guess I'll look forward.
I'm reading in the wrong voice. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Let's go with Yuri, I guess. Yuri stares at the pile. A minute passes, more than an A. Enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I, I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No, no. Did, did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. You're... Okay, it's my cat snoring. I was wondering what that noise was. Buried her face, something, blah blah blah. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes since we've really gotten anywhere. It might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they firm fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if the demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem, not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but that all comes with practice, learning by example, and trying new things. Also, the I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm sure that Yuri apologizing. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or me. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms the breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. I wasn't thinking that at all. Not about that. Oh my god, that sounded mean. But you took a long time to read. I didn't take that long, did I? Well, I don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost story? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Sapphire. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. But remember, the poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem only being symbolically compared to a ghost. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. I just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, I guess Monica's left. Poor Monica, I left her lost. Hi, Sapphire. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, what? I read that in the wrong voice. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I keep doing this. Why do I keep doing this? Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I you want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Sapphire. I'm a little embarrassed today, But that's sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Sapphire. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No, no. It kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. Oh my god, I did it, guys. I did it. Oh my god. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few blind songs. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you'll probably find much. You probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd like to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else can might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I real, I real blind. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. I already searched for my permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to be asking for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Um, that is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines, where, when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Uh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess I could say I kind of had some sort of epiphany recently. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous talking about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way the poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Harry and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly and the child exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Uh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns something.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Uh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Ciari liked it, and Sapphire did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions, something blah blah. First of all,
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spend a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Sapphire liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was inspired by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh my god, they're gonna fight.
oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I. Oh, you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sapphire appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No! If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly juicy.
Uh,
Is everyone okay?
well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sapphire started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little.
It doesn't involve you.
This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Sapphire. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective,
then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason?
the meaning should jump out to the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Sapphire. Like, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself is also a waste. You understand that, right, Sapphire? Um, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? My car is here, guys. Oh, hello there. Hello, sir. Dragged into this in the first place. It's not like I know anything about riding. He's like aggressively licking me. Whenever I grew it, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh. Uh, I didn't even mean to choose, but you're right. I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's not a secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. And it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. And if you just told it, I don't even know what that says. I can't be bothered to go back. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her face. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. But at this point, being defiant... Meow. 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 Being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. Meow. Hello. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk to clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her and poem up from the desk and walks out, I think. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh my god. On her way out. There's this creature. On her way out, she crumples the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. Guys, look at him. Okay. I'm putting you down. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her own desk. Gingerly approaching her and sit in I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No! Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Sapphire. You're too kind. I don't know why I call myself Sapphire. I should have just called myself Chris, like my YouTube channel. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm just going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for what the fuck just happened? I don't know. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Sapphire, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, this means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Sapphire! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does this kind of thing happen often? No! That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Sapphire, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's. Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori hasn't caught on to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an intentional monologue sometimes. As an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay, after I write this poem. Okay, let's see. Scott stands. Mouse. Squeak, squeak. Papa. Let's see. Music. Jump. Games. Excitement. Grief. Pink. Vanilla. Sugar. Peaceful. Chocolate. Email. Silly! Color. Okay. Bunny. Nibble. Sticky. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Kitty. Play. I don't know, guys. Okay, I think I'm done. Okay, I'm saving. Okay, guys. I have decided that I'm wrapping it up here. Okay, I hope that everyone had fun watching this, I guess. Bye!